Hey, what is up, guys? I am Kokak here, and today we're playing Assassin's Creed Origins. And yes, I'm back. I just wanted to make this tutorial video for everybody who wants to check it out. In Assassin's Creed Origins, you fight a bunch of fantastical enemies, and this is called Sekhmet. She is a very pissed off lady cat. And she's a giant, as with all of these boss fights. Obviously, this is not part of the canon, or this is an animus glitch, but we're gonna fight her, and I'm gonna show you how, because what you want to do is kill her to get some super rare or legendary equipment. Alright, so let's start off with how you're gonna meet this wonderful female cat person. She is in the southest part of the map, which is called the Deseret Desert. And you can see you can get there from the Crocodilopolis or other parts of the map, but mostly Crocodilopolis. You can go from the White Desert Oasis as well, but that's about it. You cross some mountains and go south, and she's going to be in a big pile of desert going there. Alright, let's briefly talk about the quests, the gear and abilities that you need for fighting Sekhmet, or actually most of the bosses here. The one that is super important here is the composite bow, which is a bow that you get from a Phylakes. And you just kill this Phylakes called the Half-Horn, and he drops a composite bow that gives health on hit and a higher rate of fire with, it doesn't matter, adrenaline on hit as well. This is a very good bow that gives, you health as you shoot your bosses, the big dudes. And for melee weapon, you want the Conductor of Souls, which is dropped by Sobek after you fought him, I think, if I remember correctly. Basically, what you want is a health melee weapon that gives you health after you kill somebody or on hit. It doesn't really matter, but it does help that you have a good one. The shield doesn't really matter in my opinion, because I didn't spend a lot of time fighting the Cannon Fodder dudes. I would suggest getting all your crafting up to the max, of course, because this is the max level anyway, and we're fighting max level bosses. As for abilities, nothing really important here, just getting a lot of points, let's say in your hunter, in your warrior. I suggest getting the overpowered chain throw, because it gets you, when you do your overpower move, you can kill another guy, which you can target a big dude, and that's a really helpful way to get rid of two dudes at the same time in this boss fight. But otherwise, as you can see, my skill points are not really all that crazy, so go ahead and fight him as your level 40. And just thinking about what kind of skills would help, especially with the bow and melee attacks. Alright, so now let's work on towards the pattern of a Sekhmet here. So Sekhmet will basically leave a circle on the ground that will set it on fire. You should avoid that. And she'll put down a laser from her head. You should basically run in one direction. You don't have to dodge, but that time I did. And after you dodge all that, you just shoot a bunch of arrows into her chest, and that will deal a lot of damage. And then sometimes she'll spawn a lot of cannon fodder enemies. All the while, you should also be trying to pick up some arrows on the ground. Alright, so here we are on her next state, which is about, I believe, 3/4 of her health. She's going to add a little bit of new function to her repertoire. As you see, after the fire circles, she's going to do some fireballs, and you can see on the ground where the fireballs are going to go through. So they're fairly easy to dodge, to be completely honest. And here's the laser from her head. Just walk in one direction, just like the band, and pick up some arrows and shoot her in the chest all over again. This is pretty easy. And eventually you'll find yourself fighting more cannon fodder dudes again. Alright, so here's a funny little trivia for you. Actually, you can see here that after you damage all these cannon fodder minions, they actually deal damage to Sekhmet. So that, cannon fodder or not, they're still part of the boss, and as you kill them, they deal damage to the boss. So that's a good thing. Here's a funny little thing here. I'll show you a little bit of the actual, couple of minutes of gameplay here, and as you can see, they're very easy to dodge. All of the fireballs, all of the attacks are particularly easy to dodge, and this makes this boss even easier than I believe Sobek, or am I thinking of the name right? As you can see, look at this. Now they've upgraded her laser to a double laser, and it hasn't been faster or anything. It's just a double laser. So as long as you run in the same direction, you're not gonna get hit. And also these fireballs are slow AF, right? So just shoot her again in the chest and dodge all these fireballs. Hey, not gonna complain, right? So remember that one thing I mentioned about the overpowered chain throw. Here it is at work. As you can see, you kill one guy with your overpower move, and then you can kill another guy instantly, just like the assassin double assassin move, except this one you use it with the overpower move, and now you have killed two people, and that deals a lot more damage to Sekhmet than just killing one person. And obviously you don't want to deal with more enemies, more cannon fodder, so there you go. I guess I have to mention that you have to kill these dudes until, before you're able to shoot Sekhmet in the chest again. Also, there's one thing I need to mention. You can use Sekhmet's, laser beams and all that to damage these cannon fodders. So, the idea of Sekhmet damaging herself is pretty interesting. So, if you have the opportunity, do that. But honestly, it's not really that important. Just dodge everything and just shoot her in the chest. Alright, so once you get her to maybe 1/10 health, you don't actually have to shoot her down to 0. She actually just dies after maybe, when she reaches a certain point. I don't really know why. This happened with Sobek as well, so, not gonna complain. You defeat a god by shooting her in the chest without even zeroing her health. Maybe that's because, that's their canon, so that she doesn't actually die. She just pretends to go away. But I don't know. Anyway, she's defeated. You get your rare item or legendary item, and everybody's happy. So I think that should be it for now. That's it from me. I am Kokak. I hope that helps you out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.